Good morning. I'm here today to talk about racist speech. There are different types of racist speech. There are heterosexist, sexist, and ageist, or the three primarily that I'm going to talk about today. The heterosexist one is the one where you find the gay bashing, and that's the individual one. There's also an institutionalist one where you see that states in our country that don't participate in same-sex marriages, that differentiates from individual heterosexist and institutional heterosexist. I personally had a coworker that was a female who was a lesbian, and I found myself every time she would speak about her significant other that she would refer to her as her wife. Well, every time she would say that, I would cringe inside. I would never tell her anything to her face, but it just drove me nuts because I guess I couldn't understand for the time being at that point in my life how two women could be married or two men could be married at that. But I feel like as a society we've come a long, long ways with that. You know, it's more accepting, and I accept it now because we really can't choose who we love. You love someone, it is what it is, and that's who you love. Ageist is another one where 65 is the retirement age. We refer to the nursing homes and care facilities as old folks' homes and stuff like that. I assure you, we're all probably guilty of ageist, racist comments. I know many of people who lived well into their 80s and got up and went to work every single day. They had a will to live, and they still had their wits about them. So we need to get away from those terms like old people, old folks, and stuff like that. But it's not just the old people that it affects. It also affects the younger generation, because a kid fresh out of college goes to do a job interview. Next thing you know, they're looking at his resume. The only thing he has on it is either internship or his college scholarships and his degree. But how else do they get experience unless we give them a shot? So if you feel they truly could do the job, don't not hire them just because of their age. I think we should give them a chance. I think the younger generation gets discriminated upon often because of their age and not being hired for a job because they'll give it to somebody older with less, they'll give it to someone older that has more experience than the younger person, and that's just not right either. The third thing I'd like to talk about is sexist speech. Sexist speech kind of demoralizes women, if you will, how they do not get fair pay. I mean, just recently they had a march on Washington shortly after Donald Trump's inauguration, where I don't recall the number, thousands upon thousands of women marched for equal rights, the same as men. And these days and times, I think we need to be more open-minded about it and give them that chance. If they can do the job just as well as you or I, then we need to give them the equal pay, equal opportunity, all the same benefits that men get. It's only fair. We're in 2017 now, not in 1960s. I mean, women are not expected to stay home and just be baby makers and homebodies. So I hope you enjoyed this. I hope I shed some light on this, and thank you for listening.